run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. And that'll set him back 5. On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
At the line of scrimmage.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And to 13.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Hey, check Mike 21.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
55, I'm going to come back to you.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
4 brings up 3rd and 9.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Minka Fitzpatrick on the tackle. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got us a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
On the play, it's 4th down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike 55, Mike 55. Ready? Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes being chased out left. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run here with McFarland. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Rolling to his right. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Boswell's kick is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or in this case, a field goal.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On second down, it's Bell, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. On third down, Bell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to take off with it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Bell. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 43-yard line.
A Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Yellow. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Okay, double up. Mike 55. Easy. Three buzz.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Kansas City.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown.
Point after.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they were able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown, we saw the payoff, but of course that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Le'Veon Bell.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Now Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Number 38.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Buying time. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Oh, Oh, my goodness.
And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown.
Chiefs.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
And 8.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now a run with McFarland. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now. That's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 2nd down now, McFarland, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Again, McFarland. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, you know, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And no, it's incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
The ball carrier,
Anthony McFarland, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big...
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black, born to be a rebel. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. Picked a dozen roses and left them in Galilee rolling thunder. Don't hear my cry, don't let alibis splash. If I finally starting to realize, never give up and coexist. I can't watch TV, it's all a lot. Time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer, but media keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time, infrastructure right? I don't got time. I could it's all to we're talking about you, about to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was cluttered. Doing this so subtle. Fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this and jungle. The top always gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left with nothing? 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 Agitated illusion. Only built for confusion. The institution. Modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give up about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You'll burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it out that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same. You burn out if you jump into the fire. Can you feel it rushing through your veins? Though you make it all that you desire. No ceiling was that never be the same.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Edwards-Helaire, the ball.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They run. It's Williams. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter? I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Down at the 30-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, McFarland trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this one deep right side. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chase Claypool, 30 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Chiefs nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help them.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. The 20.
I'm the best in the game.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
The game at 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
At the 19-yard line.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Steeler 1st down.
They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell, and he's going to get stopped up quickly.
26.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
The tackle made by Devin Bush. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Steelers.
On 2nd down now. It's Bell, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. On 3rd down, Bell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Bell on the carry.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
On the tackle.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Steelers 7.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
They begin the drive with McFarland. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Smith-Schuster.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
At the 15-yard line.
On 3rd down, here's McFarland. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result, defensive tackle ended up making the play.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Connor. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Ball carrier.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
They'll run with McFarland, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
I thought that was a nice job there of feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, McFarland. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On first down, McFarland. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. That is incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
the line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On the ground, it's McFarland. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. McFarland once more. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Tano Passanio drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. He's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Steelers 14.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it with Bell. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's go. Check 26, check 57. Check 13. Check 13. Check.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Right there, look, 55. Push him back. Push him back. Hey, 15. 55, Mike, 55. Get the ball. Check, 55.
Now here's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 17. Steelers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Johnson now returning. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Avery Williamson.
Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 34-yard.
Butker's kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at their 48-yard.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 plays, all resulting in 3-yard carries to bring up 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Game over, time's up. Play my cards, dealt my hand, ain't really no time for luck. Either you got it, you don't. Lie to yourself if you won't. I put my team on my back, did what I could, what I had. Now I'll be all in my bag. Copy and paste with the swag. Bet you can't do it like me. All my winners on repeat. Take your L like a boss. Stand 10 toes on your feet. I can never take a loss. I ain't set up for defeat. 4 Giottos on the truck. I had a dream and it stuck. Living my life cause we up. Looking back like where the love. So I be hella low key. But contrary to belief, loyalty runs deep. I keep my ear to the streets. Struggle turned me to a beast. I'm off the chain, I'm off the leash. But baby girl, I play for keeps. Told my brother lately, I've been scheming. Against all odds like Willie Beeman. I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go.
Turn. You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I been eating since a youngin' since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go. feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Whoa, won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama